Hey everybody, figured I would go ahead and do another one of these Spanish rations. This one is menu A2, and if you take a gander at that, you can see it's expired last month, but considering I ate one of these from 1992, I don't think a month is going to damage me very much. So again, it's in another one of these simple olive drab kind of color plastic wraps. So let's go ahead and take a look inside of this thing. And again, it's inside of another cardboard box. And feels like there's like that waxy kind of coating on here a little bit. I guess that would be really good for like a fire starter or what have you. So let's see what we got. Alright, just like the last one, we have this menu card right on the front. And again, number 2. Okay, and again we have our hand sanitizer. And here we've got some chicken and pasta soup. These are the fuel tablets. What do we have here? These are the energy tablets or glucose tablets. And we have some quince cream. I guess quince is a type of a fruit. So there we go. These are water purification tablets. And you can see agua on there if you look real good. Another pack of matches. This is the dental gum. Alright, this is like a stew. Galatian type stew. Or style of stew. And it's got my favorite things in the world, ring poles. So right there is Armed Forces of España. What else do we have in here? Here's some dental gum. Okay, let me revise that. This is a vitamin C tablet. This is the dental gum. And then we have these are, they're like hydration tablets. I'm assuming they're like salt tablets, something to that effect. And then we've got, this is squid. Here we go. Squid in its own ink. And like I said, I'm very partial to seafood. And I like squid a lot, and not to mention that I lived in Spain, so that will be a big treat for me. And again, we have some more tissues. You can use them for napkins or latrine paper. And the controversial stove. A lot of people were saying, why did they have a stove in the last one? Well, that's just the way they do things, so what can you do? What can you say? So here you go. This is everything in menu number 2, lunch module A. So let's go ahead and get these things. I'm going to heat this up, and you'll notice there's not a drink in here, or at least I don't see a drink in here. So I'll go ahead and find a beverage more to my liking. Be right back with you. Okay, now we could assemble this stove, but fortunately I kept the stove from the previous video. It's got the fuel tablet in there already. So there you go again, my friend Kiwi Dude, that is how you put it together. Yeah, haha. Okay, now before we go ahead and get out the entree and the dessert and the calamari or the squid, let's go ahead and check out some of these packets right here. So right off the bat we have the dental gum. Hopefully I can get it out of here. And this was pretty odd. When I had this with the first ration, it crumbled apart. And then after you chewed it for about 30 seconds, it all started to glob back together. So there we go. There's the dental gum. And this is the vitamin C tablet. And you can see they almost kind of look similar, but it's just a big chunk of vitamin C. And we have the energy tablets, or glucose tablets. And I've been kind of impressed that overall these are really stayed together. And of course there's 2 of those. And then they have like these salt tablets or hydration tablets. One of them has been like crushed to a fine powder, but we'll try to open up this one and see what we have. And pretty much that one is in a fine powder too. But for review's sake, there you go. That is what it would look like. Okay, and since this did not come with any beverage or any drink, we'll go ahead and put our soup in that coffee. Again, this is like chicken soup with pasta, and I think I saw one of these in Kiwi Dudes. So there you go. There's a little look inside. You can see little bits of pasta, and you can see the bouillon, and yeah. And now some water. We'll give that a stir with our trusty ADF spoon. It's probably going to be a staple for most of my reviews. So, yeah. Okay, now let's check out this squid in its ink. So, of course, calamari is white usually, and it's going to have ink, which is going to be black. So you can see it's got a nice little inky consistency in there, and these look like full calamaris. And we don't want to come out, so yeah, buddy. If you don't like seafood, you would not appreciate this smell, but I love it. So, and still got a little bit of yummy goodness in here. So yeah, you take a look at that. Squid heads. Yum. Calamari is good stuff, people. Believe it or else. And now we'll look at this cream. And I tried to use the little pull tab that had on the wrapper, and it broke off, so I had to use my trusty knife. So there you go. That is like your dessert kind of stuff. We'll put that right there. And then we'll do our Galician style stew. See if I can't pour it all over the place. So there we go. We can see some nice beans in there. Some other yummy goodness. Looks like some carrots. Some meat. So let's go ahead and pour that in here. It's got a big chunk of sauce in there. Wow, this looks good. Looks like some spinach possibly, or some like kale. This is going to be good, people. This is going to be like cannellini beans or white beans. So, yeah. And again, let's go ahead and open up our napkins, but fortunately I saved some from the last one so I can hang on to these like a souvenir. So we'll set those to the side to help me go ahead and clean up. And you can see there's no beverage that came with this ration, so it's pretty much water, tea, whatever you could get. So unfortunately, I do not get to use my sweetened condensed milk or my crema, which a lot of people said that people go ahead and just take this straight from the tube for energy enhancement and energy boost. Yeah, you can do that, and it does taste great. You can definitely do that, but I'm going to go with something a little more unconventional, something different, an Angry Orchard. So let me find a bottle opener and we'll get this party started. Unfortunately, I was looking for my Fred, seeing how I'm using my ADF spoon, and couldn't find that bad boy, so we'll have to trust with Zert for our cerveza. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So you can see this, I don't know, I think this is spinach, and it looks like some like chorizo. So here's a close-up. And we'll give this a taste. Tastes pretty good. It's got a really nice bite to it. The meat is pretty good. It looks like there's 2 or 3 different kinds of meat. So that's spot on. Let me go ahead and get some of this vegetable goodness and snag one of these potatoes over here too. So here we go. There's the veggies. Yep, I'm thinking this is spinach. So, alrighty. Well, I've got this right in front of me. Let me go ahead and give another little stir real quick. And we'll try the chicken soup or chicken stock with pasta. And I'm assuming that's probably how most people are going to eat it, right out of the mug. See if I can find some of them little pasta bits. And there you go. Tastes pretty good. Now the interesting thing is, well, I guess I do have my knife. It probably needs a cleaning after this anyway. Let's go ahead and chop up our outstanding, fabulous squid. I promise you, I am not being sarcastic when I say that this stuff is good. It's not real chewy like you fry calamari. It's really smooth. The ink sauce goes down right well. Very impressed. I could eat this stuff once a day, guaranteed. Now we'll look at the, what do they call this? The quince cream. So again, this is kind of like your dessert or something to that effect. Looks pretty good. So here's a little close-up of that. It tastes pretty good. It's not real sweet. It's got a little edge of sweetness. To me, it reminds me of like dates or date paste. So that's pretty good. This will probably taste really good following this stuff. And I'm right, because according to G. Schultz, I am a magnificent bastard. So, if you're having this, make sure you have one of these. Alrighty. Right, what else do we have? We have this glucose tablet. I don't think I had one in the last ration. I was expecting this to just be like a sugar tablet, but this has like a citrus kind of taste on it too. And then of course this is the vitamin C tablet, which I imagine this would possibly have like an orange kind of flavor. And I'm right, it does kind of have an orange type flavor. And the dental gum. Okay. For you guys. And like I said, it kind of crumbles apart. And you got to really... get it going. It's just finally now starting to bind together. So that's kind of, I guess if you were like a small kid and you go to the grocery store or whatever and you got those little machines, those little vending machines where you can twist and get one of them, you know, round bubblegum things, that's kind of the same thing. But yeah, well, I'm curious about this, what this creature is. So take a look at that. That kind of tastes like corned beef. I'm probably wrong, but at least that's what it tastes like to me. Alright everybody, this is just a recap. This is the Spanish Armed Forces. This is the lunch menu A2, or menu number 2. I highly encourage you, if you can find one of them, pick it up. It's definitely worth it. So, thanks for watching everybody. Bye.